Not much help.
Wait, both?
Do your best. I tried to find it, and I said it knows how to keep it secret. But one man is still trying to find the answer.
You know, I started welding on these things, and it reminded me of something. Watched Resto Dan, a video he put up here a while back, and he's talking about, you know, how he lives his life and tries to do the right thing, and how that kind of comes back to you. He believes it comes back to you, and I don't know, some people call it karma, you know, and what goes around comes around and all that, but I've always tried to be honest, and I went in, I bought this tank of gas for my wire feed the other day, last week, matter of fact, and hooked it all up, and I came out the next morning. I'd forgotten to turn it off, which that happens, you know, I've done that before, and no big deal. I try to always turn them off, shut the valves down, but I had forgotten, and the next morning all my gas was gone. The whole tank had leaked out. It was bone dry. So, you know, I had to load it in the truck and take it back down there. But I went to the welding shop there, a supply store, and I just walked in and told the guy, I know the guy pretty good in there, and I just told him what I did. I said, you know, I did something really stupid. I guess I didn't have the gauges tight or something, but I said, I leaked all my gas out overnight, and he went and got a bottle and changed it out, and I went in to pay for it, and he said, nah, I'm not going to charge you for that. And I thought, man, that was really a nice gesture, you know. But just by being honest, that's why that came about, because he said, there's a lot of guys come in and they'll say, oh, I got a leaky tank, you know, and all this stuff. And he says, you know good and well, he said they've been laying on the ground welding on something and burn up their gas. And he said, I can tell, you know, when somebody's trying to pull one. So, you know, just by being honest about it, and walked in and told him I did something stupid, you know, and it just blew me away. I had no idea, you know. I'm not the kind of guy that tries to get something for nothing. And the same thing happened with some tires. The other day I bought some tires from my old truck about a year ago, and man, they just wore out way too quick, and I took them down, and the guy said, well, I think we can replace them. And I said, well, I'm not here to try to get something for nothing. I just wondered what the deal is. And sure enough, he checked the pressure in, and when they had put them on, they had way overinflated them, just assuming that I was going to be hauling a big load in that pickup, and I don't. So consequently, it just wore them out way too quick. And here a while back, I was working on this old rat here last winter, and I got ready to put my charging system on my alternator, and I hooked it up, started up, and it fried the alternator. You know, I took it down to Napa, and the guy down there, he put it on tester, and he goes, yeah, it's fried internally, and he gave me a new one. Well, a couple days later, I figured out that I'm the one that had screwed it up. So I went back down there, you know, that's just what I was taught, the way I was raised is, you know, go fess up. And so I went and told the guy, I said, you know, I fried that alternator and I'm here to pay for it. And he goes, you know, just the fact that you were willing to come in here and say that and be honest about it, that's good enough for me, and don't worry about it. So, you know, it pays off. And I guess that's the point. I just kind of agree with Dan that, you know, I screw up all the time, but I try to be honest. And you know, Christians are not perfect; they're just forgiven. So we just do the best we can, and I think it kind of works out that way. What goes around comes around. Well, anyway, just rambling. That's all.